It's your daily dose of Donna. Welcome to the show. Today is Monday, January 20th. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Well, Martin Luther King Day, right? It's MLK Day. A lot of us are home from work. A lot of us are home from school. My kids are home. My day got a little topsy-turvy, which is why I am reporting live from Daily Dose of Donna headquarters, 1 hour behind those of you that listen on the audio version and those of you that watch the replay. It doesn't affect you at all. But those of you that are here live, thank you for adjusting your schedules. And I appreciate you guys. But Martin Luther King Day, let's all raise a glass, a proverbial glass, to the amazing Martin Luther King Jr., who was such a wonderful unifier. He really, what can we say? He broke down so many walls for so many generations to come, and always just like such a, yeah, I mean, I would say such a unifier for so many different people. And it's just, my son Dylan, I posted on my Instagram stories, my son Dylan spoke to his entire school on Friday and spoke about it. Oh my gosh, Zack Peter's in the audience. I wish Zack Peter could come and join. Zack, let me know if you want to join the show today. He spoke to his entire school on Friday and spoke about Martin Luther King Jr. And he had a lot to say about it. I love history. I love American history. Today's a day. I actually was talking in my DMs to a lot of people. I was like, I am going to do something today, which is, do you think I can do an entire episode on Inauguration Day and not bring up politics? Here is my drink. Oh, send me a link. Okay, Zack is going to join us. Here is my drink. I am going to do a show on Inauguration Day and not talk about politics. And if I talk about politics, I'm going to take a drink. All right? That's going to be the deal. So you guys, I'm going to send this link to Zack. We're going to have a special guest, but we are not going to talk about politics today because I think we are politicked out. I mean, I can talk about it in my DMs or my text messages with anyone, but I think you guys need a break. I mean, the only politics we can talk about are, Karen Huger, the politics of Karen Huger. We can talk about the politics of Coyote Pass. We can talk about the politics of whether or not Mary deserves a wet bar. We can talk about the politics of, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds and who is sleeping on the couch in that house. We can talk about there's a lot of politics to be had that have nothing to do with actual American politics. We're not doing it, guys. We are not going there. All right? We are not going there. We are keeping it light. We are keeping it tight because all of us need a light and tight show today. Are you ready for a light and tight show? Welcome, everyone. This is your daily dose of Donna. All right, stop talking about American politics in the comments before I ban you, before I banish you from the traitors. I watched Traitors, you guys. I finally watched the Traitors, but I will not be doing spoilers because the way that this traitor situation is in the the way that the Traitors situation is in the release of the Traitors by Peacock. Like I think they released 3 episodes and then they stopped and then they released one more. And I don't know, I haven't been up to speed on the release schedule of the Traitors. Can someone give me a heads up? Is it 1 episode? Is it 2 episodes? Like what exactly is it? When is it? Where do they release it? What time is it? I need to get up to speed and then I can get on the schedule of talking about it. But until then, I will not be able to cover it. I'm liking it. I will tell you the best thing about Traitors is the drama. I could boop right over the missions. Is anyone with me on this? I have no interest in those missions. No interest. Just take me right to the kitchen scenes. Take me right to the round tables. Take me right to all of that stuff. I don't want to see any of the missions. Does anyone feel this way? That's how I felt about the challenge too. It's very MTV The Challenge. I will say, and I'm not gonna, this is not really a spoiler, but I love Wes from the challenge. I love that Wes is there. I love the additional extras that have just jumped in. Okay, Zack, I'm going to have to mute you. Do not bring chaos to my chat. If you want to join my actual show, I sent you the link. But if you come into with chaos, you will be banished from the traders and from Daily Dose of Donna. He said, deport the traders. You're killing me. You guys, Zack Peter has nothing to do with Daily Dose of Donna. I am a personal entity. I have nothing to do with him. Okay. He says he's coming, but that's what she said. Get it? I'm coming. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Okay, guys. So I want to tell you something before I get into the show. And for those of you that have had it up to here and beyond with Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, I'm not going to get into it today because I did that whole 2.5 hour deep dive on Saturday. All right. 2.5 hour deep dive on Saturday about this. So I'm not going to go into it. If you want to watch the rest of the lawsuit, it's there. But guess who jumped into my DMs last night? Come close. Come close, my friends. You guys remember Kirsty Fla? She's the reporter that said, congrats on your little bump. And then Blake said, congrats on your little bump. Do you guys like my acting? Maybe I can get hired for A Simple Favor Part 3. Okay. Kirsty Fla, she jumped into my DMs. So I'm going to be on Kirsty Fla's show this week. And Kirsty Fla is probably going to be on Daily Dose of Donna next week. So I'm in the Fla zone. Is that what you call it? I'm going to be flat out. Now, another piece of Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni little insider info. Remember my source? Who has a family member that's on William Morris' side, and then a family member that's over in the Sony side. Well, how can I do this without giving it away? But I was talking to that person this morning at my workout, and that person told me that they had a meal. I'm trying to be very, very vague. That person told me that they had a meal in the last week. Well, I would say probably, in the last week with Mr. Brian Friedman. Okay. The attorney behind Justin Baldoni's case. And then also the following evening had a meal with the attorney representing Stephanie Jones. And all I can tell you is that according to Mr. Brian Friedman, a lot is going to continue to come out. And I think that the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. And look, a lot of you are saying, who cares? Actually, not a lot of you. 3 of you are saying, who cares? And for those of you that say, who cares? I'll say this. The world is heavy, my friends. When I say the world is heavy, I mean Los Angeles just burnt down. Okay? Legitimately, Los Angeles almost fully burnt down. Hostages are slowly trickling and being released in the Middle East. Okay? The world is heavy. If I can spend my days talking about a lawsuit between celebrities in Hollywood, I will take it and I will love it, because to me, it's popcorn. It's fun chatter. And to me, it's like a reprieve from the heaviness of the world. I am invested and I love chatting about it. And it feels like a bigger issue because it feels like that David versus Goliath. I need the distraction. Thank you very much. I need the distraction. I love it. I love it. So that's what we're talking about. And we will continue to talk about it when new stuff comes up. But I do love the DMs saying, Donna, you're going to lose all of your listeners if you continue to talk about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. And to that, I say, I gained 2,000 subscribers on YouTube over this weekend. So If you can't handle the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively stuff, I say, I love you and I'm sorry. But stick around because it comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. Guys, I have some other stuff that we're going to talk about. Yeah, Bridget says, now I have 17.7 thousand subscribers. I started the weekend with like almost 16,000 or just hit 16,000 subscribers. Like this was wild. It was wild. Okay. Yes, Beth is here. She says, I watched your YouTube from Saturday and it has like 18,000 views. It was a really, really interesting, good deep dive. I loved the Saturday vibes. I did. Okay, so let's just get into it. We have so much to talk about, but you guys, this is a really good comeback story. A lot of you guys were here for the big drama that happened to me. Remember how I've been canceled like 6 times in my career already, in my 2-year career as a podcaster? Do you guys remember? So I've been canceled about 46 times. I've been canceled 46 times as a TikToker. I mean, as a YouTuber. So on time like 43 that I've been canceled. Oh, here's Zack. Now I'm going to give you guys a warning. Well, I'm actually going to give Zack a warning. Zack, welcome to the show. Zack Peter.
Hi.
Zack, I'm telling you right now.
What?
I'm in good with my audience.
Are you?
If you start to push the buttons, people are feeling a little bit
What happened on Saturday's show?
Oh, no.
What did you do?
No, I'm going to explain something good to you. This is a comeback story. This is a comeback story. I'm saying today is a tough day for a lot of America.
Speaking of comeback stories.
I want to be kind and I want to be lovely. I do not want you, my little shit starter, my little fire starter arsonist over there, Zack Peter. I don't want you to start shit.
Okay, fine. I left my pronouns over there. I'm going to be good today.
He's out. I put him in the green room. Okay, he's back. Zack.
What?
Stop it.
Okay, I'll be good.
So listen, you want to hear the comeback story of the year?
I watched it this morning, but yes, tell me.
No, listen, it's so good. So do you remember when I got canceled a few months ago online because of, I don't want to get into it, but it has to do with someone taking something and making it sound like I was making fun of certain disabilities?
I'm going to be.
What were you going to do?
Nothing.
What were you going to do?
Nothing.
Okay. So do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
So,
and you recovered?
Well, so do you remember how I lost a sponsor because of that?
Yes.
And it was a mental health company.
Yep.
And they wouldn't listen. They were just scared of the people calling and complaining, and they wouldn't listen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm really, really proud to say that you all know how much I value mental health. And this week, Daily Dose of Donna has a new sponsor because I am obsessed with RULA. RULA is my new sponsor, and it is a mental health company that is, they made something that should be simple, finding a therapist that you trust. Finding a therapist shouldn't feel like solving a puzzle or cost you an arm and leg. I'm going to bring you down just for this. You go stretch, because when I talk about mental health, I feel like you should be gone. Love you. Finding a therapist shouldn't feel like solving a puzzle or cost you an arm and a leg. And that's why today's sponsor, RULA, was created. RULA connects you with a licensed, vetted mental health professional tailored to your needs. And here's the kicker. RULA takes most major insurance plans. Instead of paying hundreds out of pocket, you could pay as little as $15 per session, you guys. These are tough times. A lot of us need to speak to people. So from the moment you sign up, RULA is with you every step of the way, helping you find the right therapist, scheduling sessions, dealing with insurance, and tracking your progress. They make it all happen seamlessly. Getting started is a breeze. You'll answer a few quick questions about your insurance, care preferences, and what you're looking for in a therapist. And then RULA matches you with your in-network provider for who fits your needs. RULA even offers more than therapy. If you need help with medication management, they've got you covered. With over 10,000 providers nationwide, RULA is dedicated to making quality mental health care accessible and affordable for everyone. So head over to RULA.com/daily dose. That's RULA.com/daily dose to get started today. And when they ask you where you heard about them, please mention our show. It helps out a ton. That's RULA.com/daily dose. Take the first step towards better mental health today. You deserve it. Isn't that exciting? Okay, so I
Yes,
feel so
I do
excited because
deserve it.
I got my sponsor back in mental health, and it's a better company than the other
Woo,
one
woo.
anyway.
Yeah, nobody uses that other app.
No one uses it, and now when you Google it, actually, we're not even talking about them, but when you Google that other lame app, actually so many other or that website, so many really scary bad reviews come up. So
I
RULA is the
saw
one to
that.
go to.
Yeah. Gotta
That's
go
all
to
I'll say about
RULA.
that. RULA,
That's
RULA for
right.
your mental health. Speaking of mental health, let's talk about Karen Huger.
Ooh.
Karen Huger has quit. She's left the building. She
Is
is
that real?
left.
Is that real? I thought I wasn't able to confirm whether that was real or not.
Tell me it's real.
I think it's fake.
Come on now.
It's fake.
I don't trust anything I see anymore then. It's over.
No, it's fake. It was like when they said that Bryn quit and then they posted that fake statement from Bryn. It's fake.
Well, I guess I should change my YouTube title today. None of
Go
you
go
guys wanted
to
to tell me that it was fake. I mean, this is the first I'm hearing about that it's fake.
Oh, it's literally the headline of your episode.
No one
No,
wanted to tell me?
I was
You
like,
guys
we're
were
just
just
gonna
letting
let
me
her
all believe fake news for hours?
look at Donna, guys. Now you can write in her reviews. Donna is the peddler of misinformation. I'm a misinformation crusader. Urgh.
What else can I say today that's fake? Wait, so first of all, we're not supposed to talk about politics, and I can only talk about fake news on Monday. It's Fake News Monday. Okay, so let's change the title. Can I edit it while the show is on?
I don't think you can do it while the show is on.
Karen Huger maybe leaves. Oh, how about leaves? How about I could just say leaves RHOP question mark?
Yeah,
That's a better
that's what I
title, right?
that's what I usually do.
Save changes. Did it change? Ah, okay. You can't change
Debunked
it.
by Zack Peter. Yeah, it changed.
Oh, it did. Well, it changed on StreamYard. I don't know if it changed it. Okay, it changed. Is QTR Pony said, "Is that Donna's new drag name? Misinformed."
Misinformed.
I would love it.
What was Dylan Efron's name? Misguided. Misguided.
Okay, so this came up and I believed it last night. That's how little I care about Karen Huger anymore. Like I truly have, and this DUI video that came out in December, I think it was
Oof.
December when it came out, turned me off so hard from Karen Huger. Did anyone else really change your tune on the Grand Dame from that video? Like I had
Yeah.
so much respect for her as just a like I mean, obviously she's a housewife. She's not perfect. She's messy and this and that, but I loved the Grand Dame. When I met her in November at BravoCon in Vegas, like I took a picture with her. I was like, "I love you." That video completely ruined her for me.
All of
Ruined.
it. I mean, the fact that and they knew, her and her legal team knew that these videos were likely going to be submitted in court. I don't think they ever thought that they would be released publicly, but the fact that like they knew these videos existed and then still continued to fight this in court and then file an appeal after the jury's decision, it's wild. And I think a lot of people have lost a lot of respect for Karen Huger.
So yeah, exactly. If she had just had that video, which was really obviously an incredibly tough watch, she was beyond belief
Hammered.
intoxicated. And really, I mean, it was so humiliating to watch that video. I can only imagine what it was like for her to know that that was out in the world for everyone to see. But then for her to see that she was, denying, more than denying, like,
She was innocent. Someone drove her off the road.
oh my God, there was so much unaccountability, denial. What's the opposite of accountability? Like refusal to believe that she had done anything. All she
Denial.
said over and over was like, I'm just thankful that I'm okay. I'm just thank God I'm okay. Thank God nothing happened. Thank God. And when she had that conversation, I don't even know if you watched any of Real Housewives of Potomac this season. I
Uh-uh.
stopped a few episodes ago. But
I
that
stopped a
one
few
episode
seasons ago.
where she was talking to her cousin or her nephew, and she was like, "Remember how emotional I was on that phone call because of my parents who died 7 years ago?"
7 years ago, and then she was anticipating Mother's Day that was still, what, 2, 3 months away?
it was giving
She's
like,
like, "Oh, I missed my mom because Mother's Day was coming up." It was March. She died, Aviva. Like,
it was so bad, and seeing her poor husband, like, going through the wallet, that's the size of my protein bar, trying to find the ID for 3 hours. Like, it was so awful to watch. But then not only that, and then all these horrible remarks that she's making to the white cop about "You're white, you're white, you're white," and then the concubine, and
she's
it
Thomas
was,
Jefferson's concubine.
oh my God, it was just so horrible to watch. So after that, it really turned me off. I don't even know if we got an official apology from her. Did we?
No,
I don't
no.
remember hearing an official apology, like a public
Well,
statement.
her attorney said they were disappointed in the decision that the jury came to, and they were planning to appeal it.
Yeah, I mean, Brian says Karen's behavior is sociopathic, no remorse, defiant, no care about the emergency responders, her thinking she can talk her way out of accountability. That's kind of what I think about it too. It's like when you see, okay, Shannon Bedore, for example, while Shannon Bedore's behavior was also insane to drive that drunk into a building and then walk out of the car, woo, like I can't whistle, with her dog, like, I'm just walking Archie, la la la, in the middle of Newport with a bloody face,
With
like,
blood
la la la.
all
You
over
know,
her face.
you can totally imagine that, right? But at the same time, her immediate response once she did get caught was, "Holy shit, I made a huge error. I'm so sorry. I'm going to make up for it. I made a mistake. I am
Yeah.
so disappointed in myself." And she still to this day takes massive responsibility for that night. Karen never did. How can
No,
we
to this day she
ever
hasn't. Now she's just in, I believe her last statement was about her going into rehab, which to me doesn't feel genuine. It feels like she's trying to earn brownie points before her sentencing.
Okay, so that's another thing. So we talked about it briefly last week about the fact that she didn't show up to the reunion, which is crazy timing. Obviously,
What
it
a
was very
coinky dink.
planned.
Yeah. She didn't
I
want
mean,
to
I
show up to
imagine
the
she'll
reunion.
probably
She didn't
wanna
want
do
to
s
take accountability.
yeah, it's just going along with the same, it's like the same MO from the entire season. I don't wanna sit down and admit that I've done wrong. I don't wanna sit down and say and, like, face everyone and look into people's like, eyes and say, "I'm sorry," or "You're right," or she doesn't wanna feel that shame in public, which is just yucky. It's just yucky, right?
Mhm. I mean,
So
but it's not surprising. She doesn't take accountability in general, but it's like it's so obvious that she didn't come to the reunion because she didn't wanna have to face them for at this point being proven guilty, and now they can discuss everything. Now there's nothing for her to not say because the legal matter has been resolved. She was found guilty.
yeah, yeah. Joe says this is a little bit of a left turn. We'll come right back. But Joe says, "Thank God you are on. I needed a break from Emily D. Baker trying not to show her biases for Blake and Ryan." Is she live
Ugh.
right now?
That's
Is sh
really hard. People were all in my live chat this morning too talking about that. I don't know. Listen, I haven't spoken to Emily in a long time. We were friends and I would still consider her a friend, but I haven't followed any of her coverage of the Baldoni stuff. I've been doing my own coverage of it. And again, so I can't judge what she said. I just know she's done like Nick Viall's podcast, and Nick Viall very much living in a bubble of delusion, saying that he is totally Team Blake in all of this because he got bad vibes from Justin Baldoni the one time that he met him, which I don't know, bad vibes don't hold up in a court of law, but a lot of people have been saying that it seems like Emily is pretty biased here.
But you know what's actually interesting? Kristen says something really interesting about this. She says Emily comes at it from a law standpoint only, because I did get one comment from this man who he just found one of my videos over here on YouTube, and he says, "Lawyer here." And anytime a lawyer does comment, I do definitely
Fuck
take a
off.
oh, stop. I
Oh,
actually
sorry. I thought we didn't like, well, because normally a lot of them come. I get a lot of those too. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, no,
Continue.
but I actually am, like, interested in what lawyers say because unlike you, I actually respect the law.
Well,
So
unlike you, I actually have attorneys on my show regularly.
oh, unlike you, I can remove you from my stage. So
Unlike
lawyer
you, there's the door, Shannon Bedore, and I can walk right out myself. I can
why do
pull
you
a
hate
Karen Huger
why do you hate women, Zach?
because men are the superior sex. White men only.
Okay, back
JK,
to my
guys, that's a
show.
joke. That's a joke. I just want the record to reflect
God,
that was a joke.
No one understands the sarcasm here, and they're gonna think that I'm mean to you, even though you're being mean to me.
I know. If only they read our text messages like Blake and Baldoni.
If someone read our text messages, it
We'd be
would be
canceled. We'd be done. We'd be buried.
I mean, like,
Because
just
people
give
don't
it
get
up,
our
like
sarcasm, and as we learned from Blake and Baldoni, sarcasm matters within the context of text messages.
well, I mean, RULA would cancel their sponsorship on my show, probably.
Okay,
So
well,
let's
wait, but Marcia in the live chat says Emily's not coming from a legal perspective. That's what I've heard. Again, I haven't watched it, but I've known Emily to always come from it from a legal perspective. But from what I have heard, people have said that she's kind of snarky in the way that she's reading the lawsuit, and she definitely, like, you can tell she's not Team Baldoni. And if that's the impression that she's giving people, then to me that doesn't sound as objective as much as I know Emily to be and known her to be with her coverage.
I've never met Emily personally. I've watched her coverage of so many cases. I think she's phenomenal, and I think she's so smart. So I want to reiterate this, that I really respect her as a human being and
I
as a
do too.
lawyer and as a reporter. I don't ever want people to think that my talking about her is in a negative way. It's just fascinating. Like, I look at it as a fascinating way how different reporters that cover law on YouTube are looking at this. Like, there's certain lawyers that are looking at it from a very non-biased way, and then there's certain lawyers that you can tell have a very biased coverage of it. You and I are a little different because we're not lawyers. Like, we can
Right.
just take our take on it. So let's get back into. I'm gonna see what she does today on when she goes over the rest of the case, but let's go back into Karen Huger. Anyway, just to wrap that part up, I also saw someone sent me something, and I don't watch Potomac anymore, but someone did send me. Let me see if I can find Mia Gordon. So Mia, what's Mia's last name on Potomac?
Thornton.
Thornton. I said Gordon. Well, that's her man's name.
That's her
Her,
man's name.
her old man's name, but now I think they're back together. Do you know that?
Are they? What?
Yeah. No,
I
I'm
didn't know
pretty
that
sure
are
Mia.
you serious? They're back together?
No, you guys, Mia. Okay, now Ryan is saying Karen is leaving Real Houses of Potomac. I thought she was. It's a question mark. We're saying, is she? We're not sure. Mia Thornton is now back together with Gordon. Yes, they started like taking pictures together and going back together. So
I don't like her anymore.
no one likes her because this season she became awful. She brought paternity into her storyline. So I want to just tell you really fast. This is what she wrote on her ex account last night. Okay. I'm going to read this out loud.
Right.
Well, actually, I'll just share it with you guys, but I'm not talking about politics. I'm just saying it's trending on the right side. So don't freak out.
Mm.
Okay. If you want to look at my shared screen of X, the inauguration is trending on the right side. No one freak. Mia Thornton, it says, let me set the record straight. I was not the one who brought the questioning of my son's paternity into the public eye. His father did. I did not expose my infidelity to the world. My husband did. It was Gordon who chose to air our family matters on TMZ and later went on a public apology tour during last year's reunion. He revealed something I had been protecting him from for years, his diagnosis of bipolar disorder, which causes him to behave unpredictably. He alters the narrative, leaving me to navigate around the truth. As individuals with bipolar can look, sound, and seem just as normal as other people do, it's those closest to them that get bit. I'm fine with being labeled a liar if it means protecting my family, but it's heartbreaking that people still choose to believe Gordon when he told you all who and what he is capable of. But sure, okay. What in the world? I
Insanity.
can't stand her. So like everyone is I mean, like, bravo babes, first reaction. Mia, you're not only stigmatizing bipolar disorder, you're doing it on a platform for thousands to see. Bipolar is manageable, da 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 da. So she's basically now forcing everyone to say bipolar is the issue. She's totally kind of putting his mental health as the issue there. It is Oh, everyone's telling me to drink because I brought up the inauguration.
Drink.
Okay, I guess I'll
See,
drink.
I didn't.
Mm-mm.
What are you drinking? A seltzer?
Yes, it's not alcohol. It's 12:35 p.m. I'm drinking a
Well,
Kirkland seltzer.
I wouldn't
So the
judge
point
you.
is that Mia is basically now putting all of the paternity issue on Gordon. Now, I don't remember the episode when paternity was first brought up, but so it's such a bad conversation to have. And if you are the mother of a child whose paternity is brought up, don't you have enough ability to go to your producer and say, no, 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 no. I will not do the show if the paternity of my son is like a conversation. I'm not
Call
having that
Maury.
conversation on the show.
Call Maury.
Call Maury, exactly. Call Maury Povich. This is not happening. Or Jerry Springer. Isn't that a Jerry Springer conversation?
No, Jerry died. But Maury is the one that did, you are not the father. And then they would,
Wasn't Jerry Springer like the original of the paternities?
No, paternity was always Maury. That was Maury's thing. Jerry was Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. And then they would fight.
But also they had a lot of paternity stuff there. I just remember there was a lot of like making out with your own daughter.
With your midget cousin. What?
We don't say those words on the show.
Are we not allowed to say that word? It was in the Wizard. It was in Wicked. Bach.
It was a really, really, really bad conversation to have on camera, and the fact that she allowed for that and then like reinvigorated, and then she's dating the guy who possibly is her son's father and talking about it like over drinks with her friends. I mean, come on, this is out of control. Marcia goes, Jerry died. Jerry Springer died.
Yes. How did you guys not know this?
There's a documentary about Jerry Springer. This is a Jerry Springer. Yeah, Jerry Springer just died. We have a not just, like a few years ago.
He died 2 years ago. 2023.
I have a feeling that today's show will be quite possibly one of the more unhinged of all time.
Jerry. Could you imagine if you become the next Jerry and then everyone's like, Donna. And
then there's going to be 3 people in the audience that are going to say, Dana.
And then you're like, Mia, you are not the mother.
No, she's definitely the mother. She's definitely the mother, but we don't know who the dad is. But he has bipolar disorder.
I don't know. That sounds racist.
Oh my God. Wait, Minette says my boyfriend at the time was on his show. On Jerry's or on Maury's, and whose father was he?
Yeah, we need to know. What did the paternity test reveal? The lie detector determines you are not the father.
Oh my God. Can I just tell you, it's so funny because today I was at my gym, and my trainer said that someone asked her seriously at the end of the class, wait, can I ask you a serious question? Do you have Tourette syndrome? She said that someone asked her that seriously, like with like serious face. And she said, what? Because she's just kind of like inappropriate and just makes people laugh all the time, that they asked her if she has Tourette syndrome.
Wow.
N says, wow, Zack is annoying now.
I've always been annoying, my love. What would you do if somebody told you had Tourette's to your face? I mean, people tell me wild things to my face all the time, but
I'm excited for the new TLC show about Tourette's.
Oh, there's a new one?
Yeah. It's about that girl. She's so cute, actually. She
Little Tourette's Big World?
No, she went viral on TikTok. She has like a huge TikTok following.
Did you survive the TikTok ban?
Oh, that was my next story. Her name is it's called Bailin Out Loud. Let me show you guys Bailin Out Loud. I don't know if it's on TV yet, but we should probably cover it since Sister Wives is so damn boring. It's already on, it looks like. Oh no, season 1, episode 1 started yesterday. The first episode says, I have Tourette, stupid.
Oh.
I'm so excited about this. We gotta watch
I've seen this. Did I see her on TikTok? Where did I see her?
Yes, she goes viral. Let's see if I can find Bailin Out Loud trailer.
Oh, that was my video that you just surpassed.
Should we watch it live? Should we watch your show live on my show?
You want
Okay,
the
let's watch
tea.
the trailer really fast and see what it looks like, okay? Here.
To
Okay.
top wiener and scene. My name
Talk
is
over it.
Balin, and I have Tourette syndrome. Tourette is a neurological involuntary disorder. Wind it up. It causes me to have
up.
sudden twitches, sounds, or movements. What the I want a normal life with my family and my boyfriend.
Balin has one of the more severe cases of Tourette syndrome.
As your dad, I have to make sure you're okay.
This is a point in my life where I have to struggle a little bit, so I'm gonna push through and I'm gonna do this.
Nothing's gonna get in my way.
I got invited to TikCon in Dallas, an event for kids who have Tourette's, but we know how flight goes. Mom, look at all the people in there. My tics can come from anything. I have a gun.
Maybe try to whisper it.
Balin Out Loud.
I'm
New
kind of
series premieres
obsessed.
January 13th.
Aw, I like that.
I'm
I wanna watch.
obsessed.
This feels like good, wholesome TV. It's sweet. It's pure. You want to root for her. I want her to get a boyfriend, a hot boyfriend.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
Wait, this is my favorite comment ever. Anne-Marie says, people think I have Tourette's, but I don't. I'm just from Glasgow, Scotland. What does that mean?
I don't know, but I love it.
I guess in Glasgow, Scotland, you just say random things out loud. Oh, she has a hot
know.
boyfriend.
I want to watch this.
So why does she have a
haven't
hot
watched it, I'll
boyfriend
see
and
it.
you don't, Zach?
Because I have commitment issues.
Well, guess,
Maybe
guess
that's
you
what
have to
I'll
work
do.
on something. You're not perfect, that's for sure.
Now I have Tourette's. But it
You know
just,
what?
I involuntarily say things that get me into trouble, though.
Look, we're not even talking about her, and people still tell me enough with Blake Lively. Like, people just constantly are in my DMs and in my comments just saying enough. It's so good. Oh, this is just so fun. All right. This is literally, I feel like today's episode should just be called, like, come and hang out with us.
What about
Because,
TikTok?
you know, we need some emotional support on days like this.
I thought you were going to talk about TikTok.
Let's talk about it.
Were you sad that were you sad that it was banned, and how do you feel about it only lasting 14 hours?
I'll tell you this. So I was very, very emotionally pulled on Saturday night. I had a personal issue. I was texting with you a little bit about that. So I was very effed in my own head about some other stuff going on. So TikTok felt so minuscule compared to everything else that I was dealing with. Also, the hostage situation in Israel was very, very concerning for me. And it was kind of like overshadowing TikTok. TikTok felt so small in that moment.
Yeah.
But I was kind of floored that it actually got taken away. Like, I do think to actually open the app and see, wow, it's really not accessible was kind of a big deal. What did you think?
I said this from the beginning. I was like, it's going to get banned. And I was like, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I was like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Just wait and see. Like, this is happening. And then it got banned. And everybody was like so shocked. And I was like, I told you this was coming. And then once it actually became real, I was like so sad. I was like, oh my God. But I love TikTok. Like, I love the algorithm of TikTok. Like, TikTok is just good. Their algorithm is the secret sauce that can never be replicated.
Well, and that's really what it is. And that's really what the problem is. So without getting into, like, remember, we're not saying the P word. And by P, I don't mean penis.
Oh, pussy.
I don't mean that.
Oh, what's the
I
P
mean,
word? Oh, politics. Oh, but I said it, not you. You don't have to.
I still have to drink. I
What is
have to
the point
drink
of
for
drinking?
America.
You're not even drinking anything interesting. You're drinking soda water.
I just have to pee so bad now. No, so my friend works really she works high up in Meta. Her name is Marky Zuckerberg. I have a friend, her name is Marsha Zuckerberg. No, my friend who works at Meta, I was texting with her about the algorithm situation. Well, we were texting about whether or not Meta bought TikTok on Saturday night because this happened to be like this rumor that was going around. And I was like, she's up in Mammoth hanging out with her family. I am here. Lance made me a dirty martini. So I'm having a martini and I'm like, blank, I don't want to say her name out loud. I'm like, did Meta buy TikTok? And she's been working with Meta since it was Facebook, like for so long, right? 20 years. So I'm asking her, And she's giving me some back and forth information. She's like, well, her thought is absolutely not at that point on Saturday. But maybe it's like such a high up level that she has no real indication at this point, you know? But then we were talking about the whole algorithm story because it really is the algorithm that the issue is. And the reason why TikTok has this crazy algorithm is because of this, the ability of China to get kind of so deep into their spyware. They really know what we like, right? They know what we like in terms of privacy boundaries that American companies just don't have the abilities to do because of control, right?
Yeah.
Like essentially, okay, what she's saying is that, so I said, why can't Americans make an algorithm that is just as good as the Chinese? Because aren't we as smart? That's what I said. I said, aren't we smart enough here in America to make an algorithm that's just as good? And she goes, we can, but we value privacy. And I said, oh, so we'll never be as good because we don't spy. And she goes, Instagram used to be as good, but we issued privacy constraints and content moderation. She goes, kind of. It's more that on TikTok, there is no de-identifying of user level data. ByteDance can see the Donna level and match content and ads to that based on everything from your gender to your political beliefs. Oh, shit. I said it.
Well, nobody knows what your gender is, though.
No, but I'm drinking because I said political. On American
When
platforms.
did gender become political?
No, I'm saying the word political.
Oh.
On American platforms, data is hashed and de-identified. So YouTube or Instagram don't know user level data. You, Donna, give off signal that tells the algorithm what you want to see, but it's not as good because there are limitations. We have categories of topics that are considered restricted, so we can't match health or financial information to you. Your data is put into groups that content and ads can reach. So TikTok doesn't have any of that. We're like put into groups. Rather, TikTok, we're put into like identify, like we're put exactly where we want to be. Instagram, we're put into like a general group.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like
I
when
mean,
do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, and the TikTok algorithm is so, and that's why people in the comments are just like, I built this algorithm from the ground up, because it really is. I mean, listen, hi, China. Can you put more hunky guys in gray sweatpants in my algorithm? Thank you, China.
Well, that was specific.
Well, let's see if it works.
Well, the problem is that all 640 people live watching this, including everyone that's going to watch this later, is now going to see hot guys in sexy gray pants, sweatpants, because
No.
we all heard that. It's just really interesting. Oh, Danny says you
Guys
can
in
look up
gray
on Meta
sweatpants.
all the categories you are a part of. How?
How?
What if they put me in a category of like dorky girls? They probably do. You know what? They
would
probably
love
put me in a category of like annoying Jewish mothers.
Wait, did you see when they put me in the Karen category?
Karen,
Yes, I went
by
to
the way,
Target.
for the record, Daily Dose of Donna loves all
The
women
name
named
Karen.
Karen.
Yeah, got it. She has
Keep
friends
going.
that are named Karen. But so I was at Target and I went and they say that crime is down. And I went to Target and I was like, then why are we doing the Zack? I'm in the gray sweat. What did he say?
He said, Zach, I'm in gray sweatpants with no underwear right now. Okay, this is a family show.
Okay, send me a pic. Pics or it didn't happen. But so I went to Target and everything was, all the toothpaste is locked up. And I was like, how is it that statistics say that crime is down when like nothing's been locked up like this 5 years ago? And then I went to the underwear aisle because I wanted to get socks. And then all of the men's thongs were locked up. And I was like, who is coming in here and shoplifting men's thongs at Target? So then I went on the Tickety Talk and I was talking about how, I was like, who is buying up all the men's thongs at Target? Like, why can't I go and just buy some underwear in peace at Target without it having to be locked up? And then you have to do the little scanner to call the lady. And then the lady comes over with her big old giant keys and she's all mad at you because she had to leave her job to come and unlock the thong cabinet for me. And I was just like, listen, lady, there's nothing pleasurable about this for me either. And we just kind of hate each other because this is her job. And so I went and I posted that rant on the Tickety Talk. And then, you know how when you're watching a video at the very top of the screen, it has like search things, like what terms people would search to find this video. Like if I did a video on Blake Lively, it would say Blake Lively. So then I looked at it the other day and then in the top search bar, it said Karen. And I was like, Karen? I was like, what? So yeah, TikTok put me in the Karen category.
Ah! Oh my God, I'm crying. I'm crying. I laughed so hard. No one wants to be part of that. No one wants to open the thongs. No one wants to wait for them to open the thongs.
Oh man,
No
that's the
one.
worst part. I was at Target the other day to get. I was getting some Crest white strips for my butthole, and so
Thank
I
you,
went
Emily.
and I wanted to go to get a Crest white strip, and so I did the little scanner thing, and nobody was coming. And then I saw a man down the hallway, and he had a red shirt on, so I knew he worked at Target. And I was like, "Excuse me, sir," and he's like, "No, wait," and he was like, he didn't want to come and unlock the cabinet for me because there's a lady that does that, and she has the keys, and she needs to get the keys. Wait, Tanya in the live chat says, I worked at Target Corporate and they do not lock up the toothpaste and socks.
They do not need to lock up toothpaste and socks.
Do not need to. Okay. I was like, wait, are you gaslighting me in the live chat right now? I was like, every time I go to Target, it's locked up. I just decided to,
You know what's crazy is when
Amazon
I
it.
went to, so when I was in Vegas just over Christmas, my son had a cold and he had a fever and I had to go and get him, what's it called? Like Tylenol cold and, fever or whatever, the drinkable Tylenol for kids, children's Tylenol. So I went into Walgreens and it was downstairs. It was under the strip. So you weren't anywhere near like in or out. You had to go down an escalator and everything was locked up. Like 14 different aisles were locked up. So I'm standing in one corner and I had to press a button. And then there was someone else on down the aisle who had to press a button. And then someone else came in and had to press a button next to me. And so there was like 8 people on 14 different aisles and all you kept hearing was like ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding. I mean, we were at a casino in Walmart
Oh my
or in
goodness.
Walgreens because it was so many ding dongs. No one was coming to help us. I was like, this is insane. No one wants to be in Walmart or Walgreens in downstairs in Vegas for 45 minutes waiting on Tylenol for children.
Yeah.
What is happening?
The crime is down.
Apparently. Thank you. Finally, that conversation made Brian become a member. That's what it took. All we need is Zack here making people laugh. Thank goodness. That was so funny. I laughed my ass off, and especially because you're a Karen. But we love Karens around the world. We support Karens. Like,
Is this another ad? Just the way your voice, your vernacular shifted, and I was like, "Oh, are we about to do an ad for Karens?" We love
Andrew would
Karens.
like Brian to send him a picture also.
Yeah,
So
Brian,
Brian,
where's the pic?
please post a picture of you in your gray sweatpants on the Daily Dose of Donna Facebook group and tag at everyone. Thank you.
Everyone. I hate
Okay,
when
next
people do that on
story.
Facebook.
Next story. I want to cover a couple different stories because I know you don't watch Sister Wives, so we're going to talk about a few other things. This is an interesting story. So at the end of TikTok, right before TikTok was about to go down, as Bethany liked to say, she felt it was like the Titanic. Did you hear her talk about this? Bethany talked about how the last few minutes of the TikTok ban, right before TikTok went down, she felt like it was like the end of the Titanic. She was live with Spencer Pratt. Did you hear?
Yes, I
She was
did.
a-
I saw that. That was the last like major TikTok live was the two of them.
And then Alex Earl came on there and they were just like hysterical. They were losing their minds. They were freaking out. She said it was the eeriest feeling she has ever experienced. And she said it felt like the end of the Titanic and the violin was still playing. And I don't know. I think that's a little bit dramatic. No?
Well, I just love that he's now in a feud with Alex Cooper. Isn't that what he told Bethany too? That they're beefing. Which listen, I'm gonna say it right here, right now, 10 toes down. Alex Cooper is the Blake Lively of podcasting.
Okay, that is a freaking hot take. That was the
Yeah.
next story. Tell us why.
I just don't think that she's supportive of other podcasters, right? And I think it's because she's a lot newer. Whereas, like, I don't know, there's something, I know a lot of people don't like Rogan, but what I appreciate about Rogan is he'll have on people that differ his own viewpoints, right? And he'll promote other people and support other people. Alex Cooper, I have not seen her, and I'm just speaking of them as people that are leading the podcast charts, specifically with Spotify. And so when it comes to Alex Cooper, I think she's a bit of a mean girl. I don't think she's supportive. I think she won't do anything unless it self-servingly will benefit herself. And so Spencer in this Instagram live was talking with Beth and he was telling her, he's like, actually prior to that, he was saying that his beef with Alex Cooper is that when he came on Call Her Daddy, he absolutely like promoted Call Her Daddy. He had Heidi wearing Daddy Gang merch, and they promoted the hell out of Alex Cooper and Call Her Daddy. Not that Alex Cooper needed their promotion, but like as podcasters, you and I know this, Donna, when you have somebody on your show and they promote it, like it means a lot, because a lot of times guests will come on your show, they won't promote it, they won't say anything, they won't share the love. And so, you know, Spencer's like, we did a lot. We went out of our way to go all the way into her studio. We didn't get paid to do the interview, yada, yada, yada. So now that our house burned down, all he said he asked for was for her to share Heidi's song, which a lot of people were doing. Audrina did it, Lo did it, Kristen Cavallari did it. Like all the Hills and Laguna Beach people supported Heidi and Spencer, and all they did was share their song. Like all you need to do, Whitney Port, she was dancing to Heidi's song.
So
Great,
many
funny,
people stepped
so
it
great.
up for her. Yeah.
And so he asked Alex Cooper, he's like, you have a lot of power, you have a lot of influence, you have a lot of followers. Can you please promote Heidi's song? And he said, he told Bethany that her response was, I've got a lot of people at my house right now because of the LA fires. And so she was too busy to post anything. And it's like, first of all, it takes 30 seconds to tape a dancing TikTok and just post it, right? Or to like, even Lo went on, and Lo was just like, listen, I have a business account. It won't let me play the song, but the song is playing in the background. Go support Heidi's song. Like it was, you know, a quick and short video. But Alex Cooper, not only did she say that, but he said he also texted her husband, and her husband was like, all right, I said I would talk to her, and she said she's going to look into it. Like, what is she going to look into? Like, what does she need to look into to see if
It's
the
not like
fires
they're
are
asking
real?
her to like support a political shit.
Right? They didn't ask her to
Like a
endorse anything. Yeah.
proposition or something.
Right. They didn't ask her to go perform, you know, for trans rights in Texas, like
God,
Justin Martindale did to Heather McDonald.
Yeah, no, this is ridiculous. So this article basically says, Pratt says, I asked her to post a song. I texted her husband, and I was like, hey, it would really help. Pratt said Cooper eventually replied to him, noting how she was providing shelter to people who also lost their homes in the blazes, but didn't acknowledge his promotional requests. She wrote to me, we have a lot of people displaced at our house. And I'm like, post the song, girl. Pratt said Cooper was like the only one that chose not to post Montag's song.
Yeah.
And Pratt said, respectfully, if I keep my platform and I keep being an A-list rich celebrity, she's so fucked because I have beef with her now. She's going to be targeted, Pratt said. And by the way, Spencer Pratt is so incredibly on the up and up right now in terms of likability. Like everyone and their mother likes Spencer and Heidi right now because they're so we're rooting so hard for them that this is so bad for Alex's likability scale. Like she's such an idiot for not being on their side, right?
But it's like she has no reason not to. Like, listen, let's just say
it doesn't hurt you.
Let's just say she's Snow White and she's saving all the animals in the forest that were displaced by the fire. Got it. You can still take a little time away to post on an Instagram story. Audrina didn't even post a video. She posted a screenshot of Heidi's song and had the song playing. Like Audrina didn't even put her face in it or anything. It was literally just a screenshot of the song telling everybody to go download Heidi's song. Like that, I'm sure took even less time than it would take for her to make a video.
Yeah. Yep. It's really interesting. I wonder, I mean, a lot of people in the comments are saying that they agree with this and they like this take because a lot of people are not a huge fan of Alex Cooper. I wonder if this goes back to like the Sophia and Alex Cooper drama.
Oh, that's what he said. He said Sophia with an F is his new buddy because she posted the song.
There you go. And then a lot of people are kind of comparing this a lot to the Brianna Chicken Fry. I can't get over that last name. And the Grace O'Malley drama. And of course, Grace O'Malley ended up going over to work with Unwell recently, which is Alex Cooper's company, which is like a little bit of a confusing turn here. Now, another interesting take on this. Oh, yeah. Some people said in the comments that it's possible Alex Earl has left or is going to be leaving Alex Cooper, which I wonder if that's going to happen. I don't know. Interesting. Also a little, sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was going to say, even if it were like, let's like, you know, not to talk politics, but even if it was like Blake and Baldoni, and if it were Blake and Baldoni and somebody said to have Alex post about that or talk about that, I can understand how, even though that's a Hollywood story, it's still something you may want to stay away from. Like, there's nothing about Spencer and Heidi's song that like would
Exactly.
ruin your brand or like it just. And also, you know what, fuck that. Alex Cooper wasn't even out there doing fire relief or using her social platforms for any of that shit. Like, what did she do at all aside from saving all the animals from the Snow White forest? What is Alex Cooper actually doing to help anybody at this time?
Well, I haven't been paying attention to her social, so I can't say whether or not she was. Like, I really don't pay attention that much to her. But someone said in the comments, so it's okay for Spencer to threaten her. What world are we living in? I don't think he was actually
Not
physically
threatening
threatening her
her.
life or anything. I think he was just joking on a TikTok live, being like, she's so effed because she's not helping me out.
Her
What is
latest
that?
post from 22 hours ago is her at a football arena saying home sweet home Eagles, promoting her unwell water. You're going to tell me she can't promote the fires?
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean,
It's game day. There's an
did she
Instagram
post
reel of her
anything about the
drinking.
fires?
No.
And
January
all this
1st.
is, you guys, she could have just posted a story. She didn't even need to post an actual feed post.
She's promoting the hell out of her unwell water.
Yeah, there's something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. There's some sort of collaboration problem that she's having with Spencer. Like, she doesn't want to promote Spencer and Heidi for some
Look at
reason.
all my.
But there is a beef that we don't know about. There has to be.
She's all the people that are displaced. All of her Instagram stories are literally her at this game promoting her water.
Yeah, that's weird. And then he talked about this on Saturday night. So like this is new. Okay, so this is actually kind of interesting. And this is a little bit of a left turn, but I want to talk about this because we haven't talked about this on the show. Paige DeSorbo. So on Friday, Paige DeSorbo, and the reason why I'm talking about this is because of Unwell. Unwell is her company, Alex Cooper. Paige and Hannah shot their last episode of their Giggly Squad show in studio. They only do some of them in studio with a bottle of Unwell water sitting right next to them, which is like a big move for a hugely popular podcast to have Alex Cooper's drink in front of them. It's like some sort of, it wasn't sponsored by Unwell, but it's a big moment to have that in front of them. A lot of people were saying, oh my gosh, is Giggly Squad going to be the next Unwell podcast? Which is very possible. I mean, it would make sense, right? If they have a lot of money and they would bring her over. But let's talk about Paige's new maybe man's ex-girlfriend popping up on her stories talking about Paige. Did you see this, Zack?
No.
Oh, are you saying that I have information that you don't in the
Yeah,
gossip?
like Karen Huger leaving Potomac.
Question mark? Andrew wants to know who names a water Unwell.
People that are unwell. They put extra fluoride in it.
Oh my God, that's actually a crazy thought. Who does name a water Unwell? That is really interesting. Okay, so Paige DeSorbo was seen at the Eagles game last Saturday or last Sunday with this man, Joe D'Amelio. Have you heard that part?
Yes.
Okay. This man, Joe D'Amelio, everyone's done the deep dive. He ended up having this ex-fiance, this really, really beautiful woman. I'm going to find out exactly her name right off the top of my head because I wasn't even planning on talking about this, but you know, this is how these things go. We just end up talking about these things last minute and then we just flow. His ex-fiance is this woman named
Brianna Chicken Fry.
Rachel Durante. Okay. She's beautiful, beautiful woman. And she went on her Instagram after they were seen together at this Eagles game. She either went on Instagram or TikTok doing this like really kind of cheeky dance with her girlfriends to that song, Please, 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 with Sabrina Carpenter saying, I bet you, or like, I beg you don't embarrass me, motherfucker. You know, that little like moment. So everyone was like, what is going on here? And then there was these blinds that were being passed around that it was possible that Paige and he were messaging before he and her had officially broken up.
Oh.
Well, she ended up going on her Instagram stories, this Rachel Durante, on Friday and wrote the following. Regarding what's been out there this past week, during my relationship, Disrespectful messages were sent to a man who was spoken for, with absolutely no regard or respect for another woman or her relationship, insinuating for him to leave me for her. As my relationship went on, the banter continued, and I was purposely made to feel insecure, and my relationship was undermined. As someone who holds themselves to such a high standard and claims to be a girl's girl, her actions contradict this. I had the courage to leave a toxic situation, and as a girl's girl myself, I'll continue to lift other women up and their relationships up, not try to tear them down for my own good. I refuse to have anyone lie on my name and write their own false narratives about my life. It is what it is. I wish everyone the best. So
Ooh.
this girl, Rachel Durante, is saying in no uncertain terms that Miss Paige DeSorbo allegedly got in between her and her mans.
Yikes. Hey, do
Beth-
we believe it? Was
Well,
it
Beth
didn't
in the comments say, I don't want to start rumors, but my Bravo producer friend told me last night 100% Paige cheated on Craig, and everyone is just waiting for this to surface. Craig was blindsided and is heartbroken.
Yikes, what in the up and atom is happening? Didn't he say that this was all remember he's the one that said that she had cheated. And then
So,
she's like, "I'll see you in court."
oh, what in the up and atom? There you go. Yeah, exactly. I will say this. I believe strongly that this is true. I don't think that this is made up. I don't think that the ex-fiance would ever come out and say this unless she actually saw text messages or DMs between them. I feel this is my hot take. Anyone that has to say out loud, I'm a girl's girl is not a girl's girl.
Yeah.
If you
Facts.
have to say I'm a facts girl or I'm a facts human,
Now who's being messy? I believe in facts.
if
Give me
you
the
are a
facts report.
facts human, throwback Monday. No, if you are someone that has to say, I am a good human being, or I am a truth teller, or I am a kind person. Like if you have to throw it out there always, like I am, you know what I mean? Those are the people that thinks, oh, Dee Dee, you're so sweet. Dee Dee and I had a really, really good conversation in the DMs today. We're not exactly aligned in all ways, and we still connected. It was so nice. That's so sweet. But anytime you have to say anything about like calling yourself out for being how amazing you are, it does make me question because Paige DeSorbo, while she is hilarious, while she is so damn gorgeous, we've seen her on years and years on Summer House being quite mean to many, many women on the show. Like,
Mhm.
come on, don't tell me she hasn't yelled at Lindsay and been so awful at like so many years in a row.
She's
Right?
not a girl's girl. She's never been a girl's girl. You know she's not a girl's girl because she styled Hannah Berner for her first Netflix comedy special, and that outfit was awful. You know she's not a girl's girl if she's gonna let her friend walk out like that.
Wait, which outfit?
Oh, let me pull it up for you. The one where like her boobs were all smashed. I was like, who dressed Hannah Berner? And the next thing you know, Hannah Berner Netflix special. It was not a cute look.
Wait, you're talking about when she did the roast, the Netflix roast?
No, when Hannah did her Netflix special. Look at that.
She dressed her for that?
Paige dressed her.
That looks like sabotage.
Look at it's like smashing her boobs. It's so not like it doesn't like Hannah's got a gorgeous body, but this does nothing for her body. It also just looks kind of boxy on her.
I love Only Danielle's comment. Welcome to the show and welcome here. Thank you for subscribing. She goes, I don't know how I got here, but I love it here. That's my favorite comment of the show ever. I don't know how I got here, but I love it
TikTok
here.
algorithm. That's how you got here.
Because this is just, would you say it's the TikTok algorithm?
Mhm.
They know you. Welcome. She looks like a bodybuilder. Listen, I think Paige DeSorbo is beautiful. It takes it as a
I think
girl's
they were
girl.
referring to Hannah.
I'm a girl's girl, and I think that Paige DeSorbo is so beautiful. But I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah.
No, I've never been a
Listen.
girl's girl. I don't like girls. Girls scare me.
I'm a girl's girl. I won't fuck your husband unless you give me permission.
You do not have permission to do anything with my husband.
Not your husband, just Up and Adams. Kidding, guys. That was a joke. Don't turn that into anything. That was a joke. Laugh, ha ha, funny. We can laugh about it now.
Ha ha. You mean that lady?
Hmm.
We're not
Did you
allowed to
see?
talk.
Did you see Hannah Burner's outfit?
You just showed us.
I know, but like you didn't comment on it and how Paige is not a girl's girl for allowing her to go out like that.
I said that looked like sabotage.
This is literally her big moment, and Paige let her go out looking like that.
I mean, look, every single and you know I love Craig and his hands, but I will tell you that, you know, if Paige did that, if she was texting with a man behind the scenes and he was engaged and she was in a relationship, obviously that's wrong.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is just break up at that point. If you're not happy with your boyfriend and if he's in a relationship, that's really just not cool. Obviously, it's not cool. So
Yeah.
you can't be a girl's girl and be doing that. And you can't go out there and be like, you know, all I care about are my gigglers and whatever. I don't know. It's just weird. What I do notice, what I do find interesting are all the people online who I like, the girls that are obsessed with Paige are like, I don't care what she did. I will always love her. And I'm like, oh,
Losers.
okay, so she can literally F your boyfriend. Will you still love her? Like the blind loyalty to some of these fans is wild to me. I find that funny. Because if
Bananas.
Lindsay Hubbard did that, people would
Oh,
throw
it would be
her.
the
Like,
end of the world. They would have their pitchforks ready to end Lindsay.
oh my gosh, some people are just so tough on some of these Bravo stars. Like some people can get away with murder and some people just can't get away with it.
Ariana.
Don't get me involved. Something about her. Do you guys remember that show, Vanderpump Rules? Remember
What
that
was
show?
I heard about it. I never watched it though.
Oh my gosh. I actually miss like, no, I don't miss actually any of them. Did you see that video of Tom Schwartz that was circling recently
Which one?
where it looks like he gained some LBs?
Oh. Did you see the videos of Tom Sandoval singing at the city wineries?
No.
Oh my God. I don't know how TikTok put that into my algorithm, but there are all these videos of Tom Sandoval on the Tickety Talk, and he's literally singing Stacy's mom has got, but there's no music. It's full a cappella, and he's on stage, like just full on belting it out. And
Like
then he's
recently?
yes, but he redid the lyric to say Schwartzy's mom.
No, that was so
Schwartzy's
old
mom
though.
no, he's brought it back because at least when he did it before, it was part of Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras. Now it's not part of Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras. It's part of his. I guess the Most Extras dumped him because now he's gone. So he's Justin Timberlake and he's gone solo.
Oh my God.
Let me see if I can find.
Oh, I think I found it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna watch it. Welcome to the most unhinged show in all of
man.
history. Here we go. Oh my God, so many
Oh,
comments.
yeah.
Hold on. Here we go. Is this it?
Mhm.
You know what we should have. You know what we should have. We can't afford a milk like that. Anyways, guys, it's been so much fun.
Okay.
He was singing it so seriously.
Oh, okay. Where's
He's
the
up
rest
there
of
by-
this cast?
Look
Where's
at-
the rest
see-
of that cast now? Where are they now?
Julie said he's up there by himself with no music. Yep.
Yeah, it's gone down. Oh, you know what we need to talk about is Allie maybe moving out of James's house.
I was gonna ask you if you saw that. I'm kind of over her.
Oh, I feel like we're all kind of over that, right? I mean, where are these charges for James? Are they just gone with the wind? With the wind and the fires? They just like burned in the fires?
I don't
Is he
know.
ever going to get charged?
I've always predicted that he wasn't going to get charged at all. The charges were always going to be dropped, and he was going to use that as an excuse to say he's been exonerated.
Now, let's look at this together because I actually haven't even seen the article. Let's look at the TMZ article of her moving. When I looked at this just from the few pictures I saw, I'm like, this doesn't even look like she's moving. It looks like she literally took a shoebox out of his house.
This is like when
Where is the actual pictures? This is the pictures?
yeah. This is like when do you remember when Ariana was going through Scandal and then she was like it looked like she was moving out of the house because she was taking all these boxes out only to find out it was like a paid promotion for like
Wait, she's not
that's what it
moving.
looks
She's
like.
just literally picking up a box. That's not moving. You're not moving out of the house with 4 things.
She literally that's like a pack of phone nuts. That's what the phone nuts box looks like.
That's so random, phone nuts.
I love phone nuts. I haven't had a phone nut in a while. Listen, I'm doing 75 hard. I miss phone nuts.
Okay, yeah, stop making us feel bad about that. This is not moving out of someone's house. This is how I look when I go to the car because I have to go to the post office.
Yeah. She's like literally just like taking boxes.
She lives,
for-
she
I don't
made,
know what-
as far as we know from these pictures, she lives in the house and she's running an errand.
It's what it looks like.
Dana Maria says she's, he deleted her pictures. What does that mean?
Like from Instagram, their pictures together.
Is that actually true?
Dude, I had Stacy's mom. I wish
Let me
I
see
had
if that's actually true. That would be really
Dorothy's
wild that he
mom.
would delete her pictures. If anyone would delete anything, it should be the other way.
Mhm. It's like,
Let's-
God, Ellie. Ugh. God, I didn't do anything.
No, I still see-
Lisa!"
I still see her all over his page. There's pictures of her at the
There you
Vanderpump
go,
Dogs
Donna,
Gala.
spreading misinformation again, like Karen Huger
Donna,
quitting.
daily dose of fake news, back again.
That's what they're gonna call you on Reddit. Has Reddit said anything about us lately? I haven't heard anything.
I haven't seen anything, thank God. But we just brought it on today.
Maybe they burned in the fires.
God forbid. You know what? I like all lives. All lives.
Oh, Donna's an all lives matter, guys.
Jesus
She's that girl.
Stop.
Donna said, hashtag all lives matter.
Aaron says, I'm surprised I'm still in here. It's like a fever dream. I'm on edibles though.
Aaron.
Anne says, Donna, what about Craig's hands? I don't want to do it. I don't want to say it. You guys
He has
tell
little
her.
hands? Is that what people are saying?
What?
Craig has little hands?
I don't want to say it.
Does he? Is that what everyone keeps talking about little hands and then they said Craig's hands? Is Craig the one with little hands? Little
Anyway, okay, so is
listen,
there
it's fine because I always thought Austin was the hotter one. I love Austin. Give me that Muppet mouth all day.
Ew. Okay, so other than that, I don't know if there's any other huge news in the news, like entertainment news. I mean, there's news, but like entertainment news, right? Like we're sticking with it, you guys. We're sticking with entertainment. And it's hard to find it through all the other stuff happening in the world, but I'm just sticking with entertainment. And
Did
there's
somebody rat on me?
what happened?
I think someone ratted on me.
Up and Adam is calling you right now.
This is the second time he's called me. I need to tell him I'm live on your show right now. Like,
Call
I'm
up, pick
still
up on
live.
speaker.
No.
Pick up on speaker right now. Adam, I didn't say anything.
Oh, it hung up before I got to answer. I was just about to answer.
I get in trouble again for this.
Hold on, let me text him. Hold up. Live right now.
He's gonna say, "I know. I'm watching you talk shit about me."
Call you in a few, but we didn't talk shit about him. It was
I didn't say
joke.
anything.
Laugh,
You did.
haha, funny.
You did. What about him going after Teddy?
He went after Teddy?
Don't act like you didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, I didn't hear it either.
What did he say about Teddy?
I don't know. I was gonna ask you.
I didn't hear about him talk, but I also didn't hear about Karen Huger getting fired or Mia Thornton's paternity.
Okay. Yeah, me either.
You are
All right. So anyway, the point is life is okay, you guys. We're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to be
Speaking
okay.
of, I text Teddy the other day and she has not texted me back. Am I in a feud with Teddy?
Listen, she needs to take accountability for life's actions. And one of those things is cutting out toxic people. And maybe you're one of them.
Is she cutting out toxic people?
Did you text
Is
her something mean?
No, it was something nice. I was like, you should come back on the podcast. Let's do a crossover. Are you down?
Oh, you texted her something nice.
And she didn't respond. If
And
she's cutting out toxic people, there may be some others she should start with before me.
like,
I don't know, like someone that trains horses.
Okay, yeah. Kristen is saying he did a video. Okay, yeah. So here he did a video pointing out she is a hypocrite using her prior statements on her show.
Adam did?
Mm-hmm. I'll just Google it. Adam, Teddy Mellencamp.
You fighting with Teddy? Question mark.
And then we're gonna move on. He said, this is on TikTok. Can we just watch his TikTok? Is that gonna be too much for him or no? No. We're not gonna do it.
Yeah,
we're not
let's
gonna do
be
it.
safe. But what did he say about Teddy?
Well, I'm not gonna do it because you just said, oh no.
Well, because then it's going to be like, because someone's going to turn that and they're going to twist it into, look at Zack and Donna are making fun of Adam and they're playing his videos.
No, I'm not making fun.
Fun.
No, I'm not making fun. Everyone just go and watch Up and Adam's TikTok and give him engagement there. Go watch it and then we can talk about it another time. Okay?
But what did he say? But now I want to know what he said about Teddy.
Go watch the TikTok later. You're telling me I can't watch it. I have to watch it to know. Can I watch it?
Sure.
Can we watch it?
Yes, you can put it on.
Thank you. Here we go.
All right, guys. So I saw where there were a bunch of people who were saying, oh, well, Adam, like Teddy said this and you read her for filth. And, what do you think of Tamra? This is my last video or TikTok or whatever. I'm going to do this and even mention this unless Teddy comes back and trashes me again. I gave a warning to Teddy. I was not ridiculous. I don't feel. I think that I was very straightforward and honest with the hypocrisy that was being mentioned. I think that she took the first shots at me, and I also have a lot more. And now people who have been really affected by her, who now want to come on my channel and talk about her, who are reaching out to me. I guess my best advice here is it's not even a threat. I just want out of this confrontation, this conflict. I don't want that. I think that Tamra kills it on Two Teas in a Pod. I think Teddy does a great job on Two Teas in a Pod. Hold on. And I just find this to be completely unnecessary. However, I will respond. Of course, I have to. Hopefully this is the end of it. This is the last time I have to talk about it. But if there is another mention of me on Two Teas in a Pod, then yeah, I guess bet your ASS that we're bringing people on for the interview, and a lot of people want to hear from her. So yeah, hopefully.
Okay. So I don't really know what the whole story was. I mean, I guess we can go. Oh, there was a lot. There was a lot back and forth, I think it looks like.
Oh.
So there was a first one and then a second one. Oh, yeah. She thought she read me for filth. And then there was my response to Teddy Mellencamp. Okay. So I need to do the research because I didn't do the research.
What is there? Now I'm going to text Teddy. I'm like, are you beefing with Up and Adam?
Here's my response to Teddy Mellencamp slamming me.
Twisting his words. Listen, I'm not even going to bring up his name because he doesn't deserve it, but I think he probably told multiple housewives multiple different things. This is a shady blogger who wants to be famous more than anybody else, and I don't trust a word.
Can I acknowledge shady shit blogger? But hold on.
He says.
Has he come out and said anything since last night's episode?
I don't know. I don't follow.
Because I know that him and Whitney, after the first scene of them talking on the phone, had a falling out. Remember? And that was going around saying that she's no longer following him. I don't know if she is now, but yeah, it's
You know
just
what's kind of sealed the deal for me with him? Lenny
Right.
Hochstein wife interview.
yeah. This is the
But-
kind of stuff that really hurts these shows is when, this is what happened to Jersey, is when they're feeding stories to particular bloggers that are in their camp and doing all this stuff. That's what destroys our shows.
But
Destroys
then
it.
started that alley.
Okay.
Who's
So
that
what I
lady?
want to address about this is
That is the taste of reality, girl.
Really?
Isn't that?
She's not the one we met at Teddy and Tamara's show.
Yes.
That's her? No.
Yes.
Really? She looks so tall in person.
What do you mean?
I thought she was like much tall. Well, I don't know. I guess I can't see how tall she is here. I thought, well, I guess she didn't have her hair down. She like, her hair was covered, wasn't it?
No, it was curly hair. I mean, I recognize her as her. I just
Maybe
realized
it's
this
just
is
too
an
small on the screen
8-minute
that I don't.
video. There's no way we're doing 8 minutes. I
No,
can't.
we're not doing 8 minutes.
Okay, so you guys.
We're already going to get in trouble for the last 2 minutes.
I know. Okay, so you guys go and watch these, and then maybe we can talk about it another time. So clearly there was back and forth between Teddy and Adam but this is the problem because ultimately at the end of the day, just like he got mad at me for talking about it, is that it was part of the show. I'm not getting into him. I'm not talking about Adam. I'm just saying when it becomes part of the actual scripted show, it's hard not to cover. But that's all I'm saying about I'm not covering him at all.
Listen, and that's what I told him is like, listen, when you're brought up on the show and you're inserting yourself into the drama, like it's going to become a talking point for people to talk about. So like you can't be upset when people talk about it because you're inserting yourself into the show.
And that's why it really should be a rule from now on that there should be absolutely no housewife or Bravo content creator crossover. But the problem is, for example, in the upcoming season of Summer House, and I don't know if this is true or not, but like, remember that Kyle potentially cheating on Amanda footage that was like being leaked at like Leva's bar and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I have a feeling that may or may not be part of the content that is going to happen this summer. And like, that wouldn't have happened. That wouldn't have been dropped if there wasn't an actual, blogger or content creator that dropped it. So like, it's very hard not to bring in like that or break that fourth wall that you're actually a celebrity that people are going to talk about on content creators. So it's a weird kind of dynamic.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, let's move on. Well, actually, let's just call it. I think I'm going to call it because here we are. It's a holiday. My kids are home and they're literally texting me like crazy. Like, Mom, when are you going to cook lunch for me? So I'm going to call it here. And Zack, where can people find you, my friend? You had a big show this morning talking to who?
Ari Jacob, she just recently settled her lawsuit with the New York Times. She was suing them. And so she's had a lot to say about the Baldoni and Blake Lively stuff. So I had heard it come on and we discussed a lot. We broke down Taylor Swift's reaction to all of this because obviously Taylor Swift got named in Justin Baldoni's lawsuit last week. So we covered like her reaction to everything. Because she's like, what did I do? I didn't know that I was part of any of this.
Did she write an album?
Not yet. It's coming.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be called The Lawsuit.
Yeah, the Dragon. The Dragon Lady.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire.
So we'll all go watch your show. You guys check out Zack, No Filter with Zack Peter. He's also got the Pop Report. He's just all over the place. You can't get enough. And I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll cover Sister Wives tomorrow because unfortunately, this went kind of a little haywire. But luckily, we didn't talk about all the heavy stuff in the world for the most part. And I love you. Thank you for laughing and understanding our sense of humor, and understanding that Zack is just
crazy
in his heart. He just hates women.
At my core.
Love you guys. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.